Hr Baskar's Mukthi or enlightenment. We have heard many science talk about this. Let's see what it means. Four friends meet on the last day of their school. They all are talking about reaching the enlightenment stage. They have completed their studies, but their main aim is to attain Mukti. First one says, I will reach Mukti first. I am going to become a yoga teacher. I will learn all about yoga and meditation. And when I do that, my body will get a lot of energy and I will attain Mukti first. All three of them laugh at him. The second one says, I am a scientist. I am going to join the NASA. I will join the ISRO. Then I will learn many things scientifically. Science will help me to attain Mukti. All the three of them laugh at him. Then the third one says, devotion will help us to get Mukti. I am going to visit all the temples. I am going to pray to God all the time. When I do that, God will give me Mukti. Listening to this, the remaining three of them laugh at him. The fourth one says, not doing yoga, not praying, or scientifically we can attain Mukti. Do your duty and you will attain Mukti. Why are we here? We are here to serve our parents, to get married and make family. God has created us for this. Once we do our duty regularly, we will attain Mukti. All three of them also laugh at him. All four have contradictory views. They decided to go in search of Mukti in their own way. They also decided to meet after 30 years and find out who reached Mukti first. After 30 years, they all meet again. All of them are very dull. No one is showing any enthusiasm. They ask each other, did you reach Mukti? Did you attain Mukti? Each of them says no. First one says, I learned a lot about yoga. I did yoga, I did meditation, went to many ashrams in the jungle. Sometimes I even had difficulties to get food. I was healthy, I'm very healthy, but I don't feel like I reached Mukti. The second one says, I learned a lot about science. I let out rockets, found out many things scientifically, neutron, proton. After that, what happens, nobody knows. Learning too much about science is amazing, but I don't feel I attained Mukti. Third one says, I went to a lot of temples, did a lot of meditation. They gave me free food, bananas, coconut, many sweets. I got a big tummy, but don't feel that I attained Mukti as well. The fourth one says, I took care of my parents, took care of my family. They all are very happy, but I also don't feel I attained Mukti. At that moment, God appeared in front of all of them and says, devotees, I am pleased by your devotion. You all get Mukti. All four of them are very angry and they are fighting with God. The first one says, dear God, when I was doing meditation, where were you? Why did you come in front of all of them? Now, what is the difference between them and me? Second one says, when I came with the rocket to find you, where were you? Why did you come in front of all of us? Then what is the difference between me and them? Third one says, when I visited the temples, why didn't you appear at that time? Now you appeared in front of all of us. So what is the difference between me and them? Fourth one says, God, this is not fair. They all never took care of their family. I am the only one who did the duty regularly. Instead of appearing only in front of us, why you appeared in front of all of them? So what is the difference between them and me? Then God explained to them, each one of you is one shakti, one power. When these four powers, these four shakti combines or joins together, I will appear. When you hear this story, you don't think that if you get these four powers, God will appear. This is just an example to tell you about these four powers, these four shaktis. Let's see what are these four shaktis. They are Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga or devotion, Kriya Yoga or action, Nyana Yoga or wisdom. If you have any of these shaktis, then you will get 25 marks for each. You need to get 25 marks to pass. If we don't have any of these powers, then we need to work towards attaining it. We will find out what are these shaktis and if we have it or not. If we don't have it, then how to attain it. First one is Bhakti Yoga or devotion. You must be thinking, every Sunday I go to church. That is Bhakti. That is not Bhakti or devotion. Going to church or temple is not devotion. Praying 5 times a day is also not devotion. 24/7 you should have faith in God. This is devotion. That we can attain, or that state we can attain even without going to temple. Some people go to temple only as a ritual. If you go to temple and you're thinking about your business or your family issues, means that is not bhakti, that is not devotion. For example, if we lost our phone, we search it everywhere. We try to find it here and there. Once we know that it is not in our capacity to find the phone, then we call God. We say, "Dear God, please help me to find my phone. It's a very expensive phone and I have lost it." Once God helps you to find it, do we say thanks to Him? No. We just check, okay, is it good or not? Is it broken? Everything is fine or not? And then we just forget about God. Suppose you find $1,000 on a deserted road. There is no one around to check if they have dropped it. Do we say thanks to God before we put it into our pocket? Do we say, "Dear God, I have not done any good deed today. Why did you give me this reward? Anyway, thanks." No, we don't do that. 3 times we get to eat in a day. But if for some reason we don't get to eat 1 time, then immediately we call God. For example, there is a very powerful terrorist. He is having a lot of followers around him. He has cars. He has a lot of helicopters hovering over him. He has a lot of guns, bullets. He's wearing a bulletproof jacket also. Then how will he feel? He will be very confident. He will not fear of anyone. Suddenly all the cars and helicopters are shot down by the police or the army. All his guns and bullets and bombs are used up. He runs into an empty house. Police has surrounded him from all the sides and they ask him to surrender. Now how he will feel? He will be very scared inside that room. He will feel all alone. At that time, when he knows that he is going to die, he will call God. This is Bhakti. This should be there 24 hours in a day. Some people who hold a bigger position in a company act very superior. They think as if they own the world. That's how they talk, that's how they walk. But once they lose their position, their attitude will change. If you achieve great wealth, fame, prosperity, or if you don't have anything, your attitude never changes. You're always in the same humble way in any situation. That is Bhakti. Whatever I achieve, my Creator is always above me. We should never forget this. Even when we drink water, we should say, "Thanks God." So you must be wondering, is it like we have nothing else to do? Every time we have to think about God. If you have a son or daughter, don't you think about them 24 hours a day? Is any of your work gets affected? No. Similarly, we have to think about God. But we only think of God in difficult times. If you walk past a temple or church and just say, "Hi God," then we will only get 1 or 2 marks. Then we will fail. Initially it will be very difficult. But as you practice every day, then it will become your default behavior. Don't wait till you hit by a difficulty to think about God. Just say God's name before you start anything new or tackle a problem, and after you have solved it. That's all. Muslims follow this correctly. If you invite a Muslim friend for dinner, then they will say, "Inshallah, I will come." What does it mean? If God forbids, then I will come. If He doesn't, I won't. So here there is no ego. Everything is up to Him. If you have this thought 24 hours a day, then you will get 25 marks. Next is Karma Yoga. Karma Yoga means not being calculated. If you want to make your life more valuable and fun-filled, then don't be calculative in each and every single action that you do. This is Karma Yoga. Suppose you are granted a wish. Name any one wish and take revenge, and it will be fulfilled. You will think, and then you might say, when I was young, my uncle robbed my father of his fortune. I want to do the same thing back to him. Or you might say, when I was working in a big company, I was falsely accused and sacked by the manager. I want to join back the same company and sack the manager there. An eye for an eye. Did you ever think like this? When I was young, my grandmother patted me to sleep every night. I want to do the same to her. Or when I stayed with my friend, he helped me to pay the school fees. I want to do the same to him. No, we don't do that. If anyone did a good deed for us, we don't take a pledge that I want to do the same thing back to him. But if anyone shows even a small oversight, we want to remember it and want to do the same to them. If you want to be calculative, then you should calculate both the good and bad deed done by others and return it back to them. But we remember only the bad ones. For example, an old lady requests money from her employer for her son's education. Once she gets the money, she keeps on reminding the son that he is studying because of the kind man's donation. The boy has studied and now he is in a good job. He earns enough money and saves it and buys a laptop for the kind man's granddaughter. When he goes and gives it to the man, the granddaughter throws it aside because she already has MacBook Air. So here we need to understand that giving a laptop to the same kind soul who helped you with your education is a waste of time. Instead, you should help or donate it to someone who needs it. If your grandmother pats you to sleep, you cannot pat her back. You can pat only your son or your grandson. If your friend helps you with money, you can help someone else who is in need of money. Your friend and that someone are the same. The account will tally on its own. So we must understand that for those who have done good deed for us, we cannot return the favor back to them. Help someone else and forget it. Similarly, if you feel that someone has wronged you, just forget and forgive it. Don't keep account of anything. This is Karma Yoga. You must be wondering, how is it possible not to keep account of anything? When you feed your son or your daughter, do you keep account of how much you have spent on them? No, right? Similarly, treat everyone like your own. The good and bad deeds that you do to others will automatically add on to the universal account. Even in a small company, they keep account of the employees and pay them based on their performance. So, don't you think the maker of this universe will keep account of what we are doing in this life? Of course, he will. So, we don't have to maintain our own account. Our accounting will be done automatically. It is safer than the Swiss bank account. No one can steal it from you. You will surely get its benefits. Just remember, whatever happens, happens for good. This is Karma Yoga. If you attain it, you will get 25 marks. Next is Kriya Yoga. Kriya means action. When we do exercise or yoga or go for walking or go to temple, go to church, meditate, that is called as Kriya Yoga. Means anything that we do for our body, mind, soul, spiritual vitality is called as Kriya. Going to temple or church is not Bhakti, it's Kriya Yoga. As we stand in the temple and we think, my business should go well today. Thus, it is Kriya. It's not Bhakti. Whatever you do for yourself, if you devote some time for yourself, for your body, that is called as Kriya Yoga. Nowadays, we don't give much work to our body. Everything we can use a machine. So it is very, very important to at least devote half an hour for our body. This is called as Kriya Yoga. When we run to catch a bus, that is not Kriya. But when we do yoga, it is called as Kriya. When we do a job, it is just a job. When you enjoy it, then it becomes Kriya. As your energy will increase. If you cook happily, then it is Kriya. If you are not happy while doing it, then it is just another job. Even if you sit idle, it is called as Kriya. Means you are sitting idle for your mind and your body. Thus it is called as Kriya. Similarly, doing yoga is also Kriya. Going to gym is like kindergarten. Yoga is doing PhD. Because in yoga, your mind and body joins together. So thus it is Kriya. Some say they don't have time to do yoga. But if you do yoga, you will save a lot of time, as you will start doing smart work. It won't be necessary to do hard work. Some don't hire assistant for their business and do all the work themselves. And they think that they have saved a lot of money. Please understand, if you hire an assistant to do some of your tasks, then you will have more free time and your earnings will be double. There are a lot of different types of exercises. Do whatever you like. Do whatever yoga or whatever exercise you like. No need to do all. Do as much as you can. Whatever you like, you do. Same yoga poses will give you same energy. So try different yoga poses, then you will get different types of energy. If we do this, we will get 25 marks. Whatever task you do, if you pay attention while doing it, then that is Kriya. If you cannot do that, then you have to do it separately as a yoga or exercise. Next is Nyana Yoga or Yoga of Wisdom. Wisdom or knowledge of everything in this world is Nyana Yoga. If you get an opportunity to learn something new, go ahead and learn it. Knowledge doesn't have to be about big things. We should start with small things. Like, do you know how to cook? If you have not entered the kitchen in your entire life, means you lack wisdom. As cooking is a very basic thing that we need it for our survival. So we should know how to do it. Only when we learn to cook, we will appreciate the loved ones who cook for us. Similarly, do you know how to wash clothes? Do the dishes? All these are also basic things, basic necessities that we need it for our survival. Computer engineer is a knowledge. Playing the piano is a knowledge. Driving a car is a knowledge. Sewing your own clothes is also knowledge. Everything is knowledge. How not to lose money in share market is a knowledge. Learning how to eat properly is also knowledge. If we don't know this, then it's a big loss for us. So in your life, whatever new things you learn is wisdom. Don't categorize it by saying, I don't have to know this or I don't need to know this. Just learn everything. Like if there's a problem in the car, you ask the driver to check. Instead of just sitting in the car, go and see what the driver is doing and ask him how did he solve it. So the next time when the car stops for the same reason, you should know what to do. Involuntarily, if we go and try to learn something new, it will not be enjoyable. If you are stuck with a problem, then you try to learn about that issue and try to learn how to solve it on your own. In this way, you can solve the problem and then you can learn something new. Slowly, what will happen is problems will run away from you because you are using these problems as opportunities to learn new things. So you will be waiting for new problems and you will be thinking, "Ayyo, today I got no problem. I have nothing to learn." The yoga of wisdom will go on till the end of our life. We can never say that we have fully attained it. We have to keep on gaining wisdom every day of our life. Those who go on this path will get 25 marks. Those who understand these 4 yogas, their journey towards enlightenment will start. No need to attain it. The journey itself is enough. When we are born, we are healthy. As we grow old, our knowledge increases. So we should become healthy. But it doesn't happen. Why? Because the knowledge that we gain is not good. There are too many different ashrams everywhere in the world. Every ashram has 100 to 200 branches all over the country, and every ashram has too many devotees. But they all have different views. So who is correct? Some will preach Karma Yoga, some will preach Nyana Yoga, some will preach Bhakti Yoga, some will preach Kriya Yoga. Only few ashrams will preach all the 4 yogas in one center. Every one of us will be weak in one or two of these 4 yogas. We need to identify that. Imagine you have 3 yogas, but you don't have Bhakti Yoga. You go to a Bhakti ashram and immediately you receive or you attain enlightenment. You come out and you recommend the same to your friend. Your friend already has Bhakti. So when he goes there, he doesn't feel anything. If you tell some of your friends, they don't follow. You will tell them, "I keep on telling you, but you don't follow." It's not like that. It's just that they don't need it. So everyone needs to identify they are weak in which yoga, and depending on that, they have to go to the respective yoga ashram in order to attain it. So visit all the ashrams and learn everything that they preach. In every place there will be something to learn. There is nothing to learn in this place. You go and you learn. If you don't like it, after that you say, "Okay, there was nothing I could learn in this ashram." But just visit them. So learn about all these 4 yogas and become enlightened. Thank you.